This is a Casio World Time. Some even call it the Casio Royale. Today I'll be modding it to add a futuristic twist and to show you how easy it is. Now I've become an avid watch modder, something I didn't really expect, but I had to have a go at this classic. And like always, every single part and tool I use in this video will be linked in the description below. Let's begin. Now of course I had to start off with an unboxing of the watch itself. Brand new watch of course. Now this paper tag took so long to remove for whatever reason. Absolute pain. Took a full like 2 minutes to remove it, but once we did it, I got straight into it. Just removed the links, or sorry, removed the bracelet I should say, and unscrewed the back of the watch as well. Now I did do like a little test run because I have more than one of these. And removing the seal is always as stressful as it shouldn't have been, purely because I don't want to try and stretch the seal. Removing the module is quite straightforward as well. I would always say just keep it on the side, don't really touch and mess around with it. And for the decal, this faceplate itself, you don't need to touch it, just, you know, tap it on the side and the back and it should be all good. Now then, this is the stainless steel plate that I'm looking to use, and shout out Hugo Boss as well for helping me polish this. I'll also get into what happened to this faceplate because it kind of changed its look throughout this tutorial, I'll be honest. Now then, what I did was I opted to use gel paper to change the screen or the dial color, whatever you like to call it. It's just nicer to get these, like a bunch of sheets you can get from either AliExpress or Amazon as opposed to these smaller ones. The only times I would opt for these smaller little filters would be for the gradients, but if you're going for solid colors, gel filters will do you just as well. I've actually used a smaller one that was made for the watch, and for what it wasn't the best value. Not only that, but I also get into the decal that I used later on. So there we go, you can see me, I already cut off a little bit. These are usually used for cameras and lights, so just showing the color. So I managed to get a pretty solid shape, to be honest with you, after just, a few snippets. Probably my least favorite part of the build, to be honest. It is the dial dots, which allows you to stick this filter on the faceplate itself. This took me way longer than I'm making it look. Of course I trimmed it down tremendously, but the amount of fails I had with these double-sided tape demons, it was quite the struggle, but managed to use it. It's always better to use this than super glue. You don't really want to, ruin anything. And this is the decals that I use. So I printed it out myself, 1200 DPI print, 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter on Photoshop. I might even do a tutorial on how to print out these decals because I see some people talk about it, but not many people do a tutorial on how to actually make these decals. It's almost like it's really nicely gate kept. But yeah, I'll do a tutorial on one of these. Now the only thing I probably would change in the future is to print it maybe on something other than just printer paper. I know you can buy these cardboard decals, and I did buy one from AliExpress, and I didn't use it because the quality just wasn't what I was really looking for the price. So I opted just making it myself, and doing it yourself is always nicer because then you can make your own logos and decals of anything you really want, So that's just me, trying to line it up. It's a circle, so it's probably easy to not line up, to be honest with you, and I got it fairly nicely, I think. And there's also the fact that it's A4 paper, it's always easy to bend as well. So you always got to be really careful. I also chopped off a little bit remaining on the end. I probably wouldn't have used a box cutter, to be honest. I probably should have used scissors. That's quite risky and quite confident. Now then, somehow throughout the build I managed to remove the text on the metal faceplate. Now what I mean is, originally in the video it looked like this, but then there's no text. It's like really rubbed off, and I was like, wait, am I tripping? No, I think my finger cuts might have rubbed it out, and I was thinking of just rubbing that all completely, but I kind of like the faded look. It looks kind of rustic in a way. I kind of just kept it as is. I wasn't going to pull out the isopropyl alcohol for this. Who knows, maybe I'll just try and get one that's completely textless to begin with. It was quite weird that it came off quite easily because I didn't handle the faceplate too much to begin with. But hey, what can you do, you just kind of got to make do with what you have and make it look as good as you can. But on the gel filter sheets, there's double-sided protection on both layers. So that's always really good. You can see me peeling it off. It took me way longer to remove that one side. It was off camera, but I hate peeling off stuff like this, This one wasn't too bad though. I think, yeah, I use the tweezers, and I need to get some new metal tweezers. These are plastic ones, which are always recommended for watches, but some metal tweezers are kind of needed. My own ones are so flared out, it's almost comical. You can see me dusting it off as well. Always get one of these dusters, they're perfect. I'll probably link. I'm going to link all the stuff I use in the description anyway. As in, I'm talking all the tools, the pieces, if the watch even, if I can find it. And now using the air blower to slightly tap it in place. You don't need to overdo it. It sits pretty nicely anyway. I would probably not use this. I'd probably use maybe like a Q-tip, but a foam tip, because I'm not trying to leave any residue behind. I even went to dust the module as well because I was out for, you know, a bit of time. You never know. It does accumulate dust anyway. It's kind of really hard to avoid. There'll always be a little bit of dust, honestly speaking. You can use Rodico. Even then, you can see me putting the module in, and you have to make sure that there is some clips. Now I didn't show it really clearly, but there are some clips on behind the buttons, and you have to make sure that they sit flushly. Then the buttons will actually work. And oh, look at that! Almost made a fantastic mistake. Almost left out the waterproof seal. Always make sure these are sitting really nicely. If not, then 100-meter water resistance will be a thing of the past. I'm the kind of person that doesn't like dust and residue and stuff to be underneath the dial. It will just pick at me, and then I'll probably just open it up and fix it again. One of my builds I did not too long ago, the meteorite dial build, the second hand is stuck, and that's probably something I need to work on as well because it gets stuck every now and then. Now then, I use some metal adapters for the strap because the normal lug width of the AE1200 is a bit weird. It kind of flares outwards, so you need to get these adapters, and I'll link these in the description below. Beautiful quality for what you're getting. It's $2. Stainless steel. They're really nice, and I want to make sure that it fit with the case color. It was close enough. It looked really good. Honestly, I think it's one of the MVPs of the build. And also, ironically enough, the leather strap that I opted for is also quick release as well. So having two quick releases on both ends is interesting. I'm not gonna lie. And I just love the color so much of this build. You know, the tealish green, almost Tiffany, if you want to drag it to that extent. And also the earth decal looks really clean. And of course, I kept on this bit just to remove it. Look at that satisfying reveal. There wasn't too much dust underneath. Even the earth looked kind of domed because I kind of pushed up the paper. And I think it actually did me more wonders. So that is a wrap. Here is the final product. And of course, I enjoyed making this build a lot. Links in the description as always. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more mods in the future. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.